Hi Mark, here, Friday, February the 20th, just after 8:20 a.m. Eastern, which is 1:20 p.m. GMT. US session now underway, and let's have a look how the markets are performing. Last trading day of the week, US dollar index, you can see very slight green candlestick, but there's a wick on top of that. So this was a solid green candlestick. So to start the Asian European session, a continuation of US dollar strength and gains on the index, all the way up to resistance of 98.01, unable to hold on. And there's been a sell-off since then. So started strong, but now back where it started. You can see that. And by the way, yesterday's high at 98, today's high at 98, and now coming down could be the start of a double top candlestick formation. If this continues to push down, breaks below support, this turns to a red candle, double top, strong reversal sign. We'll see if that plays out. But started strong, struggling to hold on to those gains now that the US session is underway. Let's have a look at the S&P. Still in the futures market, just over an hour until Wall Street opens up. But what you can see is another red candlestick, which is the eighth red candlestick out of the last 9 trading days, certainly looking bearish. Last 3 consecutive candlesticks, lower highs. We'll see whether that continues once Wall Street opens up and if sellers break below the support level and push lower. At this point, I've got resistance at 6,905 and I've got support at 6,860. Gold, gold continuing its steady climb higher this is the third day of higher highs, higher lows. I've got support at 4,975 and I've got resistance at 5,039. Significant that buyers have broken above that 5,000 level and at this point maintaining above the 5,000 level. Tough level to break through. We've seen that. Should this continue, the uptrend and the demand for gold, buyers will be looking up at the 5,100 as the next upside target. What could contribute to gains will be if we continue to see the US dollar being sold off like we saw in the index. The inverse relationship between weak US and strong gold could play out and add to further demand for gold. I've got support sitting at 4,975. Let's have a look at Brent oil. After 2 very strong days, all the way from 2 days ago, oil was Brent at $66.76. And yesterday we had a high of $71.56. That's really strong. And that's a result of the aggressive rhetoric coming out of Geneva and out of the US-Iran talks. That led to and is leading to the demand for oil. Very nervous and everyone sitting, waiting. Bear in mind, this is all based on rhetoric as opposed to anything physical just yet. Clearly, something physical would be the impetus for this to go even higher. Any good conciliatory news coming out of either of the parties would see the oil price come down again. But for now, sitting comfortably at this level at around $71. I've got support at 70.64. I've got resistance at 71.88. And we'll be waiting to hear what develops and anything new which will move the market, create demand or otherwise. Bitcoin in a very narrow range again, tried a little bit higher. I drew in the descending trend line, which is the descending trend line, which forms a descending triangle, bearish signal. showing buyers unable to test break below this descending, break above this descending trend line, eventually break below the support and get that push lower. From a technical point of view, it does look that way. Buyers will be looking to test break above this descending trend line and above the intraday resistance sitting at 68.3 thousand. I've got support sitting at 66.8 thousand, very narrow range. Sellers will look to break below the support and push lower. That could end up with prices getting back towards that 60,000 level on the downside. On the upside, buyers need to break above this intraday resistance at 68,000, look to take back the 70,000. But right now, it does appear that demand for Bitcoin has, if anything, dried up. We'll see how that plays out during the day. Good trading. Keep that discipline. I'll see you at the end of day session.